Hello everyone, and today what we're going to be making is macaroni cheese. Now what we're going to need is we are going to need 40 grams of butter. I'm going to put that straight in my pot, 35 grams of plain flour, 400 ml of whole milk, but semi-skimmed or skimmed will do. It's optional, but if you want to add 1 teaspoon of mustard, 150 ml of double cream, 300 grams of mature cheddar. If, however, you would prefer a spicy macaroni, you could use half the mature cheddar and half of like a spicy cheese, like a Mexicana or your smoky cheese, whatever it would suit your taste buds. We need salt and pepper and 300 grams of macaroni pasta. Now this is going to give a big amount of pasta. Now I would say it would feed a family easily. If you want to half it or even quarter this recipe, so it's for 2 or 1 person, that would be absolutely fine. Now I hope you enjoy. Okay, so what I've got a pot of water and I've got that onto a medium heat and I've got that onto the boil. Now I'm making sure my pan handles are always facing our work surfaces. In the other pot, what I've got here is I've got some butter and I'm melting that butter. Now, after that's melted, I am going to add my flour to this. Now, what's going to happen, one of the functional properties of flour is gelatinization. So what's going to happen is it's going to go really nice and thick. Okay, so after your butter's all melted, we are going to add in our flour. And I'm going to just add about half first, mix that through. And as that happens, we'll start getting a thicker mixture, so the butter's all coming together. Okay, after that's gone, we'll get the rest of that in there. Now this is what we call a roux, and it's needed for lots of dishes, so this is kind of making a white sauce. Now it's important when you make a roux to kind of cook out the flour so you don't have horrible taste. So what you want to do is you want to stir this for about a minute after all of it's in. Still on a low heat. Now my pasta water is bubbling away. I'm just going to add a wee bit of salt to my pan. And I'm also going to add in my pasta and I'm going to put a timer for 6 minutes on. Now it might stop bubbling. I know you probably can't see it on this video. It'll stop bubbling. So just put up the temperature until it starts to boil again. And as soon as it's at a boil again, we are going to put it down to a simmer. Now my butter and my flour have been cooking off, so it's gelatinization, we're making the roux. So to this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding in my mixture of my cream and my milk, and I'm just going to put a wee bit at a time and give it a stir. Now at the start, what's going to happen is it'll start just getting thick and it'll go back to looking like it is just with the butter and the flour, but as you keep on adding it, it's going to get thinner. Okay, so my water for my pasta has started boiling again, so I'm going to put a timer on for 6 minutes because that's how long it says my macaroni is going to take. Now make sure you look at your own packaging to find out how long. Now I'm continually adding more and more of my mixture, just taking my time for my butter and my flour and my milk and my cream. If you have a balloon whisk in the house, this is a great thing to use because what we don't want to have is any big lumps in your mixture. So 6 minutes for my pasta and then continually adding this. Okay, so this should take about the same time as how long your pasta is going to take to cook. Okay, so that's my 6 minutes up from my pasta, so I'm just going to drain that Okay, that's my pasta drain now. Moving back on to our white sauce now. It's been bubbling away for a while and you can see it's coating the back of my spatula. Now at that point, when it's been cooking away, we're going to add our cheese. Now this is just half my cheese, got loads of cheese in this. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Just to your taste. And I'm going to add some mustard. Now I'm just adding some Dijon mustard. Now you might have a different thing you'd like to add, or you don't need to add this, but my mum used to always use Coleman's mustard powder, but I use the actual mustard just because that's what I always have in the house. And we are just going to mix through that until all the cheese is melted. After it's melted, we'll add the other half into it to make our cheese sauce. Okay, after your cheese is all melted through, that is you made your cheese sauce. Now master a roux and a white sauce that can lead you on to doing stuff like lasagnas and stuff like that as well. So there's loads of really good learning you can have from making a white sauce, and you can make loads of different dishes. Now all I'm going to do there now is I'm going to put in all my lovely macaroni pasta and I'm going to stir it through my cheese. Now today what I'm doing is I'm just going to have it and serve it mixed through, but if you want you could also put it in like a Pyrex, and then you could top it with cheese and then put it, more cheese, and then put it under the grill to melt the cheese. Okay, so just mix this through, and that is you got some lovely mac and cheese. Remember to try it, and if you need any more seasoning, add it when needed. But there you go, a lovely macaroni cheese. Enjoy.